Hey guys, can y'all hear me alright? How's it going out there? That's good. Triple T. Sound is a little low. Grim can hear me. Yeah, the sound's gonna be a little low due to all the noise in the background. I'm trying to keep that muffled. And I'm trying to play this game, but it's not really having it. Let me try this one more time. How you doing, Grim? How's that music coming along? The whitest black this side of heaven. Easy, C-Sal, easy. It's coming along great. Awesome. That's what we like to hear, Grim. It's what us little fans of yours love to hear. That's right, C-Sal, you better watch out. Triple T. Come on, man. Come on, man. You writing right now, Grim? Very cool. I can't help it, C-Sal. Anybody heard any good jokes over the last 24 hours? I feel like there's a lot of material that's been written. Whatever is on your mind, get it off your chest. Biden calling for unity sounds like a joke. Yeah, I caught some of that speech, and that poor man. So I meant to start a new game, and apparently I went to an old save game. I wasn't paying attention. Let me figure this out real quick.
We'll want to rethink that and give it another go. No, they've found me. They're here, underground. If they take my cause, I'm done for. Whatever of me isn't dead already. There are untold numbers of them. This won't be the cakewalk it's been so far. Perhaps when it's all over, we can celebrate. Perhaps you can eat a dish of raspberries, my friend, and describe every last morsel to me. I'd relish that. You've no idea how much. But for now, have at them.
Moving equipment, red dirt. Always working. He who shall not be named screenshotting this will see this live about it later. No guarantees, Seesaw. No guarantees, so watch yourself. There's a lot of anger going on right now, and it's mainly from one side.
Let's mop these up.
You know, girly boys screenshotting. Yeah, it's a shame, Lord Grim, that things turned out the way they did, but this goes back, I don't even know when it was, when old Rich came around. But Rich, I'll give him credit. He definitely exposed some people, and not who was initially thought to have been exposed. But everything works out as it should. The Bible says the righteous is confident like the lion. Guess I missed it all. Nothing's really been said yet. It just blows my mind how I guess you can put on a Zen-like persona and you can preach positivity and how you're this amazing person that just kind of focuses on being good and righteous and hold yourself to a certain level, but all you do is just negate all that by continuously bringing up old stuff. And I will say there's a little bit there that maybe he has a right to be mad at, but he's taking it out on the wrong people. We all go through these trials and tribulations, and we go through them to grow from them, basically. Not to sulk and cry and play victim about it. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care about any apologies, although, for instance, Kat, she's big on apologies, and I feel like she should practice what she preaches. If she feels that people owe her an apology, she definitely owes me an apology for trying to spread rumors. That's pretty dirty in my book. For instance, yesterday, when Luca went on his little spiel about how Kat hasn't done anything to anybody, Kat's innocent, yada yada yada. Meanwhile, she's in the comments putting in the chat that I abuse women. What's that about? Is it because people with red hair
Power's
have
running
no souls?
dangerously low.
Well, I don't know about all that, Triple T. I don't have red hair, man. JLP says no one owes us an apology. All we can do is apologize to others. But if someone's acting vulgar and I mention it, I ain't apologizing for stating the fact. I agree with that, which apologies are like an ego thing. And I remember when he was first talking about that, it just kind of struck. Like, it made sense. The biggest thing I take away out of that and out of what happened yesterday and over the last few days, however long it's been, is that it's just ego driven.
This is futile.
There's different
There's
ways
no need
that
for you to stay here and die.
he could have come out of this and looked okay,
Once they swarm over my facility,
but
I'll trigger my auto-destruct, and that,
he wants to
as
play
they say,
victim,
will be
and he's
that.
being driven to do so by
Blindness,
his little internet girlfriend.
his courage, his determination. You've proven yourself the best of us already.
In
Then
life, what
comes
I've
next.
grown to
Even if I must in
understand,
the end,
where am I
self-destruct.
going with this?
But
I need to look at my
underestimating
cores.
you, aren't I? You are like Zeke. You'll never stop, will you? Whatever comes next, it's been an honor fighting with you.
Help me out, Triple T. Throw me some words.
We will not survive without our cause.
So, for instance, yesterday,
We need to eliminate
you know, Luca had mentioned Rich, and for whatever reason, how I don't find him Christian enough or Republican or conservative enough. And I don't know how many times we've had this conversation with Luca. Like, we all have a difference of opinion, and we still laugh and respect one another. It's not about difference of opinion, it's about the mutual respect. And the respect thing is something that Luca doesn't understand. It's not you show up and get respect and then you're respectful to others. It's you have to show the respect to other people yourself. That's something that is so simple for me to grasp, and he's just lost on it. But maybe this is just how Luca's always been. No, broski, they've never met. She lives in up there in Great Britain. Oh, and she's also suing people. So, for whatever it's worth, watch out because she's quick to tell you that she's suing somebody. I don't think anyone owes me respect. However, if someone is ugly or shows no love, I will just choose to not hang out with said person. And you know what? Trips, that's a great way of looking at it. I don't owe anyone respect, and no one owes me respect. I show love because I allow God's love to flow. Trips is on it. See how that's right. Grim, come on now. Seesaw right? What is Seesaw right about? I've been here too long, Bibbs. Hit me up on the book if you ever need a chat. Thank you, Triple T.
There's something new coming.
You're a decent dude, man. I appreciate that.
I've tossed that one into the database.
I don't understand what happened, but apparently someone insulted his son and his girl, but I don't understand the emotional response from him and why he's letting a woman influence him. Yeah, broski, it's a little bit complicated. Like, I will say there's a private chat that we're in, and I'm in and out of it, so I don't see everything that's in it. And I've never said anything about his son, and I've never really said anything about Kat, his girlfriend, but I somehow got lumped in it because I'm in this private chat. And to a degree, excuse me, to a degree I can understand why he may be mad, but you gotta point the finger at who you think may be in the wrong and not everybody in the vicinity. We're all grown. I can't control what someone says about someone else, and I can't demand that you don't hang out with this person because they said something that hurt my feelings. We're all grown and we can associate who we want to associate with. For instance, I finally unmodded him today, and I saw that he hid like 37 people on my channel. And I'm not even mad about that. I'm a little bit disappointed because last we chatted, I thought we left off on okay terms. And I wish it had been better terms, but he seemed to have calmed down. And that's all I really cared about, was just him being calm and thinking a little bit more clearly. But then I look and I see he hid 37 people on my channel. I'm like, what the heck? And he did the same thing to somebody else. It's a little mental internet drama war that he's starting. Like, this could have been ended and it would have been done and over with. He wants to air out everything. Like, you can't keep anything personal with him. You don't have 37 friends, boy. You're right, I don't have anywhere near 37 friends. But this is I forgot to mention, this is a 400 subscriber video, so I have over 37 subs, Triple T, in your face.
Get those things out.
You mean 7 friends, Bibby? I don't have a comeback for that because it's so true. When you get mad, others can control you, even if someone said something about your son from an outsider. To this, me looking in, I would never let a woman speak for me and get emotional. You're right, broski. What I also don't understand is it's just words, and it's from people that you're never going to meet, and you give them all this control over you by acting this way. Thank you, Lord Grimm. Welcome to the 400 mark, and you gave me a little sad emoji. That's funny right there. He only has 36 friends. I wish I had 36 friends. Could you imagine my birthday party? Shit would be lit. We need to put together another show. I've got all these clips and stuff, but things got kind of nasty in the chat, and I kind of wanted to avoid a lot of infighting, so I took a little break. But I do have some stuff coming up. I've been working on a special hate video that I think people will like. And I've got another Hake and Jesse compilation coming out as well here soon. Hopefully early next week I can have that one ready. I think y'all will like it.
Going dark in 5, 4, 3, 2. Goodbye.
I lost. I lost on wave 14. Seasal, this is your fault. I actually don't know if I can say
I'm not
that.
sure that is going to work. Let's try something else. No, they've found me. They're here, underground.
Okay, let's
My
put that
calls.
there.
I'm
Put that
done for.
there.
Whatever of me isn't dead already. There are untold numbers of them. This won't be the cakewalk it's been so far. Perhaps when it's all over, we can celebrate. Perhaps you can eat a dish of raspberries, my friend, and describe every last morsel to me. I'd relish that. You've no idea how much. But for now,
Yes, you
have
did
at
mean to
them.
put the sad emoji. Yep, I'm putting the voodoo on you as we speak. Oh, the voodoo going up. Seasal's a Wiccan, y'all. Look out for her. She been lying to us this whole time. She can do a fire crip walk dance. Oh, that's funny. You know, I've been gangbanging with my Glock since day one. Lord. I disavow anything Seasal says. She's just a spicy Latina.
Steady, and let's be sure to work together.
Kennedy Street Gang up in here. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to ask you guys, Grim, Triple T, Broski, You know, be careful with Cecil and Angela. You don't want to get them going because they always get a little too big for their britches. That's in DC. Alright, I gotcha. I gotcha. I'm white and slow, Grim. Bibby knows me too well. Well, you know, you're crazy. It's easy to spot crazy. It's not hard at all.
Heads up, they're taking a call.
Cecil never thought anything negative about you, says Broski. Broski is a gentleman and a scholar. Which, Broski, I can't remember if you were hidden on my channel. I know Triple T was. I can't imagine why anyone would want to hide Triple T. He's such a nice guy. You know, always mentioning I have red hair and how I don't have a soul, even though I don't have red hair. Such a nice guy. The fact that Bunny, she has a pet held by Luca and whatever her name is, truly mind blowing. Get him, get him. Come on, come on, come on.
What a charming bit of devastation.
I only make fun of Bibby. He was my second favorite red person. I don't know how to take that, Triple T.
This time. This is futile. There's no need for you to stay here and die.
You're still my homie, though. Appreciate you.
And that, as they say, will be that. You remind me so much of Zeke. His courage, his determination. You've proven yourself the best of us.
Y'all even hear this game, or is it just me?
Even if I must in the end.
Oh, the Bibby 42 going up. Stubborn one, you were hidden from my channel. I had to unhide you. And this, that, and the other, and I abuse women. And she got mad at me basically because she owes me an apology because she needs to practice what she preaches. And instead of, giving me the apology, she just decided to attack me. Which honestly, I don't care because I don't really think anything of her. She's just kind of there taking up space. found herself a little servant boy, and now she uses that to make herself feel better. OS Ginger's on the rise. Oh, you crazy Red Dirt. I might have to be Lord Red Bibby 42 now. I just hope everyone walks in the light and doesn't get angry. Right on, broski. Big red with the gum logo and everything. Triple T, you keep me shaking my head. Shaking my head. Shout out Triple T. He nice.
Hang on. Haven't seen these before.
Come on, there we go.
Added alien information to database.
I got jokes, Bibs. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. More than me, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. You know, I could get mad and cry about it and do a whole stream about how Triple T hurt my feelings, calling me a redhead and saying I don't have a soul. But what good would that do anybody? Was Luca calling you racist and talking about you having a black family? I don't really understand what he was saying, so it sounded like he was lumping me in with people that maybe say the N word, and he lumped me in for whatever reason, and he rolled with it like it was actually a thing. Luca and Kat have this whole weird fantasy, and they project it out like it's actually real. Like there comes a point where you just have to turn off the tube and get back to reality. What it really boils down to is both of them live in a little bubble and they don't see outside their bubbles. Kat's big on it, putting out she has trauma, she's suing people and this, that, and the other, but she talks all this crap and likes to spread these accusations that who knows where she comes up with this mess. But she plays the victim. You can't say anything to her because then she cries about it for like 3 months, like the whole confusion that she has in her mind right now that she won't let go of. But she doesn't realize the things that she's saying could openly cause trauma to someone else. She's big on trauma and she's big on apologies, and she doesn't practice what she preaches. calling people racist just doesn't make sense. You know, broski, Luca was doing really well until this whole rich thing happened, and then Kat got involved, and Luca is, I've just noticed he's easily influenced. He tries to gravitate towards people with strong personalities, and he doesn't really have his own. For instance, he can't stand on his own 2 feet and handle his business. He has to get somebody else involved to continue on with these little dramatic battles that he won't let go. Hey Robbie, what's good, Robbie? What time is it? You still working, Robbie? I remember the Lucas show before Rich. Exactly, C-Sal. It was a lot of fun just being there and goofing off. What I don't understand is when Luca would have Rich on, Rich was very nasty to all of us who've supported Luca from day one. Like, we always showed up at his streams. Now you have this guy calling your show, trashing all of us. But you get offended and upset when somebody says something out of color that you don't like, and you try to pit everybody against one another. It doesn't make sense. You can't have it both ways. Couple hours left, Robbie. I hear you, man. It's Friday. What I've understood from Luca is he's just a walking contradiction. He's a walking pity party. He was my friend, and I still look at him as a friend, but just his actions have completely, they don't line up with the person he says he is. Thank you, Grim. I appreciate you, brother. Well, we getting past wave 14 now. Didn't mean to do that. Let me take that off. The one thing I remember about the Rich show, me and you weren't having that. We told Luca this is BS and we left the stream. Libtards have enough platforms. They don't need another one. Exactly, broski. It's like C-Sal said, Luca's stream was very pleasant and fun, light-hearted humor, and it just got very vulgar, and it wasn't fun anymore. And I actually talked to Luca on the phone about it. You know, I saw how upset he was, and that kind of hurt me a little bit. You know, I didn't want the guy crying or anything, but he needed to learn a lesson. Luca, what he was doing then, it was perfect for the time. Like, he could have kept that going and everything would have been great. He was gaining subscribers, and it was a blast, and it was just kind of taken away. And it's not for lack of us checking him. Like, that's what I love about having, like, Seesaw and Grim and Red Dirt, Triple T, like, everybody. You know, I have y'all on here, and I genuinely, sincerely love y'all. Like, y'all can check me if I'm out of turn or out of character, and I'm not gonna get offended. Sometimes we need to be checked. That's all we did with Luca. We just kind of checked him, and we were nice about it. Stop flirting with me. Alright, Triple T, I'll try. I'll try, but no guarantees. Triple T got that smooth olive type skin. So soft, so nice. Real recognize real. Red dirt. Which I gotta say, you know, Lord Grimm kind of checked me a little bit over red dirt. And, you know, I gave red dirt a chance, and, you know, I saw him on stream one day, and I went to his stream, and I got to see how he lived, and I got to see his family, I got to hear his voice, hear him joke, and he's a decent guy. I like red dirt. He's got a sense of humor. You know, I never would have seen it if Lord Grimm didn't check me over it. Shout out Red Dirt. And shout out Lord Grimm. Lord Grimm got some new music, y'all. Make sure you check that out. Grimm, if you want to post a link to one of your videos in the chat, I'll pin it. Summer Sizzle keep rolling. That's right. You know, it's a little bit weird. It feels like there's so much to say, but at the same time, there isn't. Like, we all see what's gone on. We've all got our opinion about it. And then, in the end, none of it really matters. We're going to keep living our lives, and we're going to keep working our jobs, paying our bills, making our music, just doing what we do. I like you too, Bibalicious. Well, Red Dirt, you know, I can't give you but so many compliments because I'll be accused of flirting with you too. Me and Lord Bibby 42 bought each other lunch one day. I still appreciate that. What a nice guy. You know, Triple T, that was funny how that worked out, wasn't it? I was thinking about that the other day. You know, you got to appreciate a sense of humor. You really do. You might not be able to, how do I want to say this? You can get far in life with smarts, but I feel like you can get further with a sense of humor. It was really funny, Bibs. You nice. Shout out, Triple T. Mildly attractive. I get a feeling Bibby is flirting with Red Dirt from Home Wrecker. I can't get away from that, can I? It's going to be the bane of my existence.
They found me. They're here, underground. If they take my cause, I'm done for.
I'm going to go all Gatling guns.
Whatever of me isn't dead already. There are untold numbers of them. This won't be the cakewalk it's been so far. Perhaps when it's all over, we can.
How do you flirt in chat room? I wish I knew, broski. And it's coming from a guy that constantly simps to girls whenever he sees them. Blows my mind.
You've no idea how much.
Bibbs, are you in Georgia? I certainly am in Georgia. I'm a North Carolina boy living in Georgia. You know, in his mid-30s, just trying to make his way through life. grabbed my ass. Whoa. Constantly simps to girls whenever he sees them. I think that's partly, maybe mainly why he is a little bit upset. He gives too much power to the chat. When the feelings aren't returned, I feel like he's a very vain person and he relies on his looks. And when he doesn't get the attention, then he kind of gets a little bit frustrated and irritated. The truth always reveals itself. That's why you gotta remain neutral to everything. You gotta ask questions. You can't just settle that this is the way things are. You always gotta be alert. You stay alert, you stay alive. Maybe one day I can convince Angela I'm funny. Well, Triple T, I think you're funny. And on my stream, that's all that matters. You know, because we're all about peace and love and positivity over here. Stay alert, stay alive. That got serious very quickly. It's a serious world, Seasal. I know you're from Mexico, but that's just how we roll in the States. No, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, there we go. There we go. You got it, Grim. You see, we look out for each other. We take care of our own. We don't talk trash about people, and we lift one another up. We build people up to be better versions of themselves. We don't talk crap behind their backs. You know, Seasal, I'm looking at you.
Let's eliminate them and retrieve our core.
Bibby knows which buttons to push. What can I say? I'm just a professional button pusher. It's what I do. I'm a professional paper pusher. Sounds like a cake of a job right there, Triple T. How do I get me one of those? If I need a button pushed on someone, I call Sal or Big Tony. No. Alright, so I don't know what happened there. My mouse just went haywire and it destroyed my game. The heck? Go back. Bibbs, answer the phone. You calling me, Triple T? Let me look. You ain't calling me. Nobody called me. I'm a professional shite spreader. Well, Red Dirt, you work on that farm. You work hard. You do what you gotta do. I'm a professional time pusher when I'm at work. Lord Grim be pushing that time. If you could slow it down a little bit after 5 p.m., that would be great. So since the game just ruined itself, and we got the Fallen State in 8 minutes, I'll hang out for a few of those minutes and before I head out to the Fallen State. So let's hang out in the chat. What's good, chat? How y'all doing? Shout out, chat. Yeah, who is Sal or Big Tony? I got those questions too, but I was too afraid to ask. I gotta say this. I remember when Seesaw was trying to be back cool with Lulu after the mess with Kat. Lulu was acting cool with Seesaw, but talking ish behind her back the whole time. Yeah. He actually said, I don't know if you caught this yesterday, Seesaw, but he said you were the start of all this. How he can say that is beyond me. It kind of makes you wonder how much he said about everybody behind their backs. But it's nothing that I really pay attention to because people are going to talk about you no matter what. That's one of those things that you can't control. You can only control how you react to the world. All Seesaw all the truth has been revealed. Bibby, he said all of us was the start of this, basically everyone but himself. That's the other thing. If it's you against the world, maybe you're the problem. Lord Grim, he's blaming everybody but himself, but everybody is on the same wavelength. Like how I did that, right? Wavelength. We're all on the same wavelength except for him. Us ribs be messing up everything. See, Sal, honestly, I wouldn't use those guys anymore. Double B. Broski Bear. We need to rewrite the South Park song, Blame Canada to Blame Mexico. Or simply blame Seasal. I'm over here living my best life. Something to be admired. Just don't pay no attention to all that noise. It wasn't the start for me. It goes way back It goes back way farther than that for me, back in skip days. You know, Luca can be kind of traced back to the start of a lot of different downfalls, and Skip was one of them. But then we could kind of put the blame on Hake for all this mess too, because none of this really started until Hake was gone for a week, and Hake hasn't been back yet. But it looks like they got his clone ready because he was talking today. I blame C-Sal. We all blame C-Sal, even if it's just a little bit. You got that right. Bless your husband, LOL. Even C-Sal blames C-Sal. C-Sal always taking the joke too far. Well, since I'm all caught up on chat, why don't I sing us all a little song? That's cool, broski. I'm going to head to the Fallen State here in a few minutes. So hopefully I can catch you in that. Actually, yeah, that's probably a good place to end it, I think. I got some stuff off my chest. Hopefully you all got some stuff off your chest. We had fun. It was a nice little loosey-goosey stream. I appreciate you guys very much for coming in and being a part of it. And I hope to see you guys at the Fallen State. Thank you guys very much.